This week's videos are sponsored by Prize Picks, the easy-to-use fantasy sports betting app. More on them in just a bit.
All right. Citizens, marketing fans of the Reject Nation. That's some language. We are back. It is Aaron and Andrew. Flip it, and I'm John. We're killing it today. We're going to do another trailer react-a-thon, and we have a smorgasbord for y'all coming at you today. There will be timestamps down below if you want to jump right to the one you're most excited about. But to give you the rundown, we're going to check out the Wicked for Good trailer. We're going to check out the Alien Earth trailer, Stranger Things 5, Happy Gilmore 2, and Frankenstein. I am very excited. Ooh. Leave a like on the video, and let's do this thing. All right, starting off with Wicked for Good. Let's go.
Ooh. Freaking loved Wicked.
It's pretty great.
Elphaba Throp, I know you're out here. Just come in before the monkeys spot you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, Emerald City.
Ooh, great reveal shot.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
This is between us, the wizard, and I.
Oh, little area. Nice.
Yeah, see how the prologue came to be.
The Wicked Witch can't elude us forever. Not with Prince Fiyero and his squadron hot on her trail.
Oh,
no.
No, Fiyero. How could you?
You love that girl. You know it.
Is that Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah.
That's Jeff Goldblum, Andrew.
Yeah.
No one believes in you more than I did.
Our wizard lies. Yeah, he does. What a banger suit.
They're coming for you.
I've heard it said,
The little lens flares.
come into our lives.
In purple and green.
That's the theme.
I hope you get what your heart desires.
Who I am today because I knew you.
That's so sweet and tender.
Oh, that shot was in the first movie.
Together.
Oh, I have thought of what we can do together.
Like how they
Someone's
keep
getting married.
emphasizing.
No! You're marrying the wrong girl. Oh, jeez.
Hey. God, and the big wizard head looks crazy.
They do still get to bond a little bit more.
Bring me the room of the Wicked Witch.
Oh my God.
Damn,
They're
we're
like
going
only
all
in
the
this.
way.
That's crazy.
I don't remember if that's how
I
the
thought you
musical
changed.
goes, or the stage version goes.
I have changed.
Oh.
Wow. Free the animals.
Free them.
Hey.
To fly!
Let them speak.
Because I knew you.
You're the only friend I ever had.
Oh,
And I've had so many friends.
Oh, God. Of course you did.
So many friends.
Oh, I'm not ready.
Oh, man.
Oh,
man.
Wicked for Good.
Whoa. Let's go.
I'm off to
Hey.
see the wizard.
Ooh, yeah, you
The
are.
Wicked Wizard of Oz.
I
Give a
understood
piece
that
of my
reference.
mind.
I can't wait till January of next year.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're not seeing that in theaters, Aaron?
That's a
Sorry, I just wanted to rub that in
January
for a second.
movie? What? It's not a December movie? Aaron, take us away, because I can feel you radiating off this trailer
Oh my
for good.
God, yes. Yes, I am. And I feel so many things, so many emotions. It brings back the wonder, the whimsy, the wonderful wizardly performances of Glinda and Elphaba. And yeah, it just brings back all those feelings I had watching the OG film. You can watch this here on the Hero channel. But yeah,
Support that video. It's struggling.
support that video.
Yes, it is.
So the video needs it. But yeah, I think watching them do their thing again and perform, I always like seeing the details of the new song, all these plot developments that I didn't expect, and I'm like sad about. I'm like, no, Fiyero, you love Elphaba. Why are you doing this and marrying the other girl?
Yeah.
I'm like conflicted because I'm like, oh, this looks so good. I'm so excited, but I'm also like, like it's more info than I wanted to know, but it's okay. I'm excited. I don't know how it ends. Well, I guess we technically do know how it ends, but I don't know how they get to that point.
It ends with a full adaptation of The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
This is a 6-hour movie.
Gonna say
6-hour film. Arnold's gonna be in it too. But yeah,
The Wizard of Oz.
I would love to see a version where Arnold's the wizard.
That'd be cool,
Dude.
I'm with it.
Last Action Wicked.
Yes.
Last Action Wicked, yeah. But I'm hyped. I'm excited, and I'm curious to know. They filmed this back to back, right?
Back to back.
Dang, one long film, long experience, and yeah, I feel like it looks great. I'm hyped.
That's what
How
a certain
you feeling? This is some.
Let's throw it to.
That's
several
what a certain
thoughts.
TV show should have done, Aaron, back to back. Just saying. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
Yes,
They
Seinfeld.
shot every
Last
episode
of Us.
back to back. Ah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I agree.
anyways, I have not seen the first film still. Maybe I can react to it before this one comes out. I know
proceed, buddy.
I know everyone in the rest of the world and on our channel has seen it, so maybe someone will join me for that.
I'll do it again.
All right, if you want
Okay,
to. Sure.
I'll do it again.
We're experimenting with all sorts
Yeah.
of commentary-like things.
Yeah, no, that'd be good. I mean, but what I saw in this trailer, I love the vibrancy, the colors, obviously the chemistry and the relationship between our two main characters looks fantastic, and also the divide that's going to happen looks like it's going to be very heartbreaking. So that's what that's the most striking thing that I was seeing. Besides, like again the color palette difference in terms of the green and the red and the contrast there, but also too, I'm such a sucker for musicals. So when I do see this film, I can't. Well, yeah, I was gonna
Is
say
this doing a good job of pulling you in and making you want to catch up with Wicked?
Yes.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Does it
for
build
sure.
your excitement?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I know everyone's probably thinking, well, why haven't you watched it?
Yeah.
I mean, I do this for work, and then I watch a lot of things on repeat at home. So I figured if I'm gonna watch this, I want to do it here.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
you hate magic and whimsy.
yes, I
Yeah.
you exactly.
Can't commune with art unless it's for
Exactly.
profit.
No. But honestly, like I've watched a lot of musicals in the past, but like I think Chicago is what really brought me into like my love affair of musicals recently. And this looks good too, and I want to see if this holds up, which it seems like it has because everyone is praising the first film, and I'm looking forward to like getting on the train because everyone else is on it and I'm the only one who's a bystander apparently. So, but again, I love the trailer. Don't tell me. I was going to ask if Jeff Goldblum was in the first. I don't want to know anything about it, but it's cool to see the entire cast. Michelle Yeoh, Jeff Goldblum looks great. I love the visuals look great. The one-liners look great. Everything looks great. I'm on board for this, and I can't wait to see the first one. Hopefully I get to react to it.
Absolutely, sir. This does look pretty rousing. I mean, the first one did a pretty tremendous job. I feel like it's arguably the most agreeable musical adaptation of its scale in a long time. And it's their game to lose now. I feel like they have all the stuff they need to really nail this. And this is fun for me because, again, I've seen it the once on stage, and then having seen the first film the once, I'm excited to rediscover a lot of this stuff and to see, like this is all a big metaphor for the rise of fascism and how that happens, and applying that to a whimsical setting is always kind of a neat and interesting satirical angle to take. And this story, this interpolation of The Wizard of Oz has certainly spurned on a whole lot of other things. And yeah, this just continues, at least to me, to suggest, that top line production value, that top line talent, and to see where Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande especially take this is going to be really exciting. I feel like the lead up to the first one was maybe a little more feverish in terms of like, oh, Wicked, it's freaking coming. And, that made a huge splash. And obviously we're a little ways off from the second part. So I have a feeling that when we get closer to it, you'll really feel that hype start to permeate the air. But yeah, as just a glimpse at what's to come and a vague refresher on images that have flashed past my eyes in the past, this looks, again, every bit as sharp as the first, and I hope they nail it. Gang, what do you guys think of the Wicked for Good trailer? Was it a trailer for good of the efficacy of advertising, you let us know. And now,
Reject Nation, the basketball playoffs are heating up. And if you want to turn your takes into something real, you've got to check out Prize Picks, our go-to in the daily fantasy sports world. If you've never tried it, here's how it works. It's relatively simple. You pick 2 to 6 players, and you guess whether or not they'll get more or less than the stat line Prize Picks sets. This week, I'm looking at the basketball board and selecting Donovan Mitchell for more than 26 points, Jason Tatum for more than 9 rebounds, Nikola Jokic for more than 25 points, and Anthony Edwards for more than 4 assists. Basketball terminology. It's that simple. If your picks hit, you win. Even my dumb noggin can keep up with that. And the more picks that you string together, the more money you can make. Up to 1,000 times your entry. And what's cool is, it's not just basketball. You can mix and match players across different sports like baseball, football, hockey, even esports. It's like building your own custom bet, but it's all based on player stats and you're in full control. Plus, they invented something called Flex Play, which means even if one of your picks misses, you can still win cash. And payouts are super fast. I've seen it hit in under 15 minutes. So here's what you can do. You can download the app today and use code REJECTS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, that's code REJECTS, $50 instantly after your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
we're going to move on to something else green, because there's aliens in it with green blood adjacent somewhere in this franchise. We're watching the Alien Earth trailer. Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Oh, getting back to the first
Wow,
That's
cool.
fun.
Oh, my.
1.
Good trailer before the trailer.
Yes.
How's our girl?
Neverland.
She's ready.
You're gonna be the first person to transition from a human body to a synthetic.
Whoa.
Because I'm special.
That's right.
Origins.
You're
Cool.
very, very
Special?
special.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you are.
Oh, I like that.
Not bad.
Prodigy City. Neverland of Prodigy. You're a fire starter.
I want what's on that ship.
We can do it. We're fast. We're strong. We don't break.
You don't break. You do, but you can get a new body.
Got that alien haircut.
got out.
This ship collected 5 different life forms from the darkest corners of the universe.
Oh, crap.
This looks like a film.
Monsters.
Yeah. 5 seasons worth.
Noah Hawley. Yes.
My man. Get that Fargo. Get that Legion.
Mad different film from Fargo. Love it, love it, love it. Really understood the assignment. Yeah, baby.
And that ringing out
Invasive
sound.
species. Predatory.
Hey, Predator!
Hey.
Oh,
We don't lock them down.
Oh,
Timothy Olyphant!
Oh, snap.
I didn't recognize him first was there.
Whoa.
Oh, and my man from Andor.
Whoa! Get that face hugger.
Oh, yes. The hallway shots.
there we go,
Yeah.
Dude, this does not feel like a TV show.
Yeah, dude. This looks sick.
I'm so hyped.
Ah!
Oh!
Oh, man, this looks so good.
Oh, hell yeah, Hulu. Oh, Hulu, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. All right, Aaron. I can feel you radiating
man.
again, but you start off the last one. You can't hog the whole video.
Can't hog it, dang
Can't
it.
Haagen-Dazs. We'll come to you in a second. Andrew.
That sounds good. You
are
know what?
excited?
I'm super excited. Again, it really does not feel like a TV show, but it also feels like it's respecting. I think like what Alien Romulus did, it's respecting the lore of at least the first 2 films, and it's doing its own thing too. That's what I think respectful franchises do when they want to pave the way for their own thing, and that's what I feel like this trailer is doing. And again, I don't know what the budget is for this, but it's kind of like I just got into Superman and Lois and watching that show right now. I'm like, this is a TV show. It just like it feels like an unlimited budget. And
A CW
CW
show, no less.
show,
And this is
too.
FX.
Yeah,
Hulu.
no,
They have more to work with.
For sure. But I'm just impressed. Like, this was suspenseful. It was scary. And also it looks dramatic too. That's everything I want personally in an alien film. And I want to care about the characters, obviously. So I'm just so fascinated. And also it does what I will say this till I'm not here on the airwaves anymore. It does what a trailer does. I don't really know what's going on in terms of the story. All I know is I got some great images and I got some great visceral scenes, and that's it. I'm invested. I'm good. I don't need any more trailers. I'm ready to go.
Let's go,
man.
indeed. Aaron.
Oh man, I feel welcome to Earth.
Hey.
This looks awesome. This
I understood
looks
that
super
reference.
Cool. Noah Hawley is a phenomenal showrunner and just creative. I loved Fargo in the 4 or 5 seasons I've seen of that show, and each one of those seasons within that show feels vastly different from the last season. So for him to take on an entirely different property, go into something that's sci-fi, and for it to feel like Alien of old, feels like the original film, feels like Romulus, but in TV form, I just am in disbelief. I am super excited. It captures that thriller tone while also giving us new bits of information into this lore, which it doesn't seem like it's contradicting some other stuff, but it's only adding on to the mythology that's already established. So it does truly feel like a love letter to the fans. But if I remember correctly, I think I read somewhere this is a prequel. So it's for fans, but also seems something welcoming to new audiences. And just the visual style of this is so unique. We haven't seen like a big mainstream high sci-fi concept on a network like FX, at least to not my knowledge as of time of recording this. I know that we had literally the Sci-Fi Channel, which is obviously full of sci-fi type projects, but even the effects on those
they're not on this budget. Let me
not on
tell
this
you
level.
that.
No. Warehouse 13
Lava was not on this budget.
Sharknado not on this budget.
It could be one day. You never know.
Give me that $80 million Sharknado.
please. But yeah, this looks amazing, and it did the thing the trailers are supposed to do, which take your curiosity and turn it into hype, and I think it's definitely done that in spades.
Couldn't say it better myself. This is cool, and I would agree. This feels like a kind of thing. Obviously, a lot of the Alien movies, you'll get the gist once you jump in, but this does feel like something to which you could it feels like something that you could jump into without having too much prior knowledge. Even if you've never seen Alien, it seems like this show is primed to give you a new entry point into this world, and the glimpse at the world building that we do get, this Neverland Research Facility, this prodigy city of sorts. It looks really lived in. The production values look really well fleshed out, and it's got what looks to be a pretty, capable and caliber cast. Obviously the hook of, this young woman who is having her consciousness transplanted into a synthetic body is a pretty cool hook. Experts out there can tell me if that's something that we've broached in Alien auxiliary media before, but I feel like up till now I've been mainly aware of there are synthetics and there are people, and the synthetics are made to be indistinguishable. And we've had clones and stuff like that. We've obviously had alien hybrid DNA monstrosities. But yeah, the actual you're human in a synthetic body, that seems like a cool hook to add to one of your lead characters for this story. And then, just all the alien mayhem that is coming. It's on a show like this, and I don't know how many episodes it's supposed to be, but it's on a show like this to justify its existence beyond just being cool. So that I will wait to see in terms of, what's the hook, what's the meat of the story. But in terms of, again, the Alien universe aesthetic, this looks to be firing on all cylinders. And as you guys have both pointed out, Noah Hawley is a terrific creative mind and someone with an air for the surreal and for the sort of dreamy and the less than logical, which is a set of flavors I really love. And I would be fascinated to see applied to Alien, because Alien does get at least to some degree philosophical, especially once you get to Prometheus and things like that. The only other thing about this that I have to wonder about is they said, we recovered 5 species of creature. And Dan Trachtenberg is out here doing big things with Predator.
We're going to get the proper Alien vs. Predator one day. Is that what you're saying, John?
I wonder if Predator's going to be involved, because I mean, we were at the premiere for Predator Killer of Killers, and I mean, Dan Trachtenberg was Weyland-Yutani hatted up, and I know that in Predator Badlands there is a Weyland-Yutani synthetic at the heart of that story as well. So it seems like his universe is quickly establishing itself once again as, we're not outside of continuity, I suppose, but, it's re-upping the idea that these are a shared universe of monstrous alien creatures. And, this is coming at a point where we just had Killer of Killers drop. Badlands is coming out in November. Makes you wonder how much connective tissue there could be.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was Dynamite, and it looked gorgeous, and I cannot wait to put it in my eyeballs. Give me that Timothy Olyphant all day long.
That's right. Year of the Alien and the Predator. Getting good stuff out
All
of
right,
both of those
guys.
things.
See ya.
Andrew, that's right. Good man. Get the hell out of here.
Scat.
We got to check out a Stranger Things tease now, gang. It was just ta-dum. This past weekend, they dropped a teaser for Stranger Things 5. So Andrew has been covering the show with Tara Blind Watch, so he's not going to get spoiled right now. We'll bring him back in. Aaron, are you excited for some Stranger Things?
Oh, I'm so ready. I love Stranger Things.
All right, let's jump in. Season 5, what do we got?
I think about that night all the time.
Will?
The night it came for you.
Wow. They're so little.
We doing the Memory Lane trailer.
Oh, my God. I miss Stranger Things, man. Oh, my God.
This show has been such a phenomenon.
All of this started.
Whoa, that's right. Oh, okay. I have to
Season
do a full
2.
rewatch.
Oh, dude, definitely. Right before this new one season comes out.
Let's go Mind Flayer. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Season 3. Yeah.
All the classic fits.
Yeah,
Starcourt
4th of
Mall.
July, summer.
Max. If I only
Season
could.
4, Eddie.
Eddie Munson, my man.
Keep running up that hill.
Murray.
Yeah. November 26th. Okay. Christmas. Okay.
Oh. No holidays for us.
Nope.
Oh. We in the new shit?
Oh, news.
We in the new shit?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Uh-oh. Whoa, what the hell?
Damn. Protect the wall.
Ooh. Oh, my. Ooh.
Damn, Will.
Ooh, okay, Willard.
Okay.
All right, William.
Squilliam Fancy Son out here.
Yeah, man. Truly the final season.
Yeah. Do, 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 do.
Do, 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 do.
Season 5. It's going to be what? I heard it was you have this 3-chunk release strategy, and I believe they're all like feature-length episodes. So it's like the first chunk, I think it's like a 3-2-1 or something like that, or a 4-3-1. It's like, yeah, you get a few for the first chunk, a couple for the second chunk, and then the finale episode on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I remember season 4, most of them were like an hour to 10 to like an hour and a half. And I think the season finale was like almost 2.5 hours. It's just a single episode. So I can't even imagine what this new season's going to be.
I've heard they're all going to be feature length.
Really?
This time around, yeah.
Good God.
This is going to be a thick boy.
Thick boy of a season. They've been filming forever, it seems like, so it makes sense.
No, I heard some recap of like how long the show is supposed to have taken place over, and it's certainly much shorter of a time than it has taken to produce all of this. So like they're certainly intended, I think the kids especially, to be like younger than they are by now, because they're like full ass adults at this point. But yeah, man, like, you know, this isn't giving us a whole lot of new stuff to go off of, which is pretty smart. You know, you start the hype train now, and I think it's also a conscientious choice because it has been a long time, and we are in a patch with movies and TV where there are these sort of gaps left over from the pandemic, so things do feel like, man, this came out like a few years ago now. But the phenomenon that this has been has only grown and grown and grown, and this does feel like an event. And yeah, I mean, getting the memory, this is a classic kind of trailer. Getting the memory lane is really fun because it really does remind you how far we've come. And for so many of these people on this show, it was our first, minus like Winona Ryder. For a lot of people, this is our first introduction to so many people who have gone on to bigger and maybe not bigger things since this show, but certainly have gone on to thriving careers since the show. And the brief, glimpses at the new material look gripping, look gooey and gross and foreboding, and in fitting with all that sci-fi mayhem that we've come to expect. And I'm happy for my man Will getting that real intense moment at the end there, because I feel like so much of the story has been about Will, and over the course of the show, Will often gets sidelined. So I really hope that Will is a prominent and a central figure of this last season, not just the guy on the side being like, I'm getting these visions, man.
I have a feeling, him and 11 are going to be really big parts of this new season and be the two things in tandem to take down Vecna and the underside? What was it called?
The Upside Down.
The Upside Down.
Aaron.
I know, it's been so long. It's been like 3 years since the last season.
That's fair.
But yeah, it gets me excited. I think if Andrew's going to walk out of any trailer, it's definitely this one. Because even though it was mostly not new footage, it was the entirety of the show.
Yeah, he was going to get some like big moments from the upcoming, seasons that we've already seen spoiled for him, like that truck flip and the Starcourt Mall stuff. And,
all that stuff.
That truck flip is season 2, right?
The car flip?
When they were driving the bikes at the truck at the van, and then 11 flips it over.
That's season 1. They look like little babies, little kitties.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. I've only seen all of this the one time, so
it gets me excited to do a rewatch of all the seasons, kind of going up into it, because I have a feeling that your knowledge, your knowledge of the entirety of the show is going to play a major role in your enjoyment of this newest season. Also, it was cool to see them following up on Max, because she was in a coma at the end of the last season. So you saw Homeboy, by her bedside. I think we saw one of the characters, not a newer character, but do you remember the character who was who wasn't with them, but it was like the little girl? She'd like be their guy in the chair. Do you remember that girl?
Wait a minute, not Lucas's sister.
Was it Lucas's sister? No, like one of them had a pen pal. I think like the.
Oh, Dustin has the pen pal.
Yeah,
oh, God,
I think I
name?
saw her in the footage there.
Oh, okay.
So she finally joins up with them.
Because she comes in clutch over the radio.
Yeah.
And there's that whole thing about Dustin's girlfriend's not real, but then it turns out she is real.
Yeah, better memory than me. But I was like, I remember that. I think memorized that girl with glasses. She looks real familiar. I'm happy she finally joined the crew. From what it looks like in this little bit of trailer, it was like a quick flash, but. Yeah, gets me excited. Did the job of a good trailer. Get you excited. Let us know. We're going to be working on Christmas, baby.
And New Year's and Thanksgiving. And you can bet that since this is the big shebang, they're not going to give us any advance notice.
Oh,
so
no.
We're going to be giving up a lot of our livelihoods for this. But hey, it's a joy. It's a joy nevertheless. And leave us your thoughts on the trailer down below. Andrew...
Joseph, come back. Come back into the fold. Andrusio, come hither. You picked the right trailer to walk out of.
Yeah.
Because that was an announcement trailer, so it showed footage from all 5 seasons and a little bit from season 5.
That's right, it did.
Glad I missed it.
We got some big moments spoiled for you, buddy.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Look, Andrew, we don't have time to get into your thoughts. We got 2 more trailers to check out today. Let's move on, but leave us your Stranger Things 5 anticipations, your thoughts on this retrospective trailer, and let's move right along to one I know you are jacked about. And one that we checked out. Wait, was that us? That was us. Because I know I did a couple Sandlers with Tara. We did The Water Boy, but you and me, we got happy.
We got happy with the Gilmore, baby.
So
let's bring this shit on, baby.
Yeah. I couldn't ask for a better flank team for this. Let's go. It's a Totem Day.
My name is Happy Gilmore.
You bet it is.
Subway
promo. Yeah. Give golf a try. But even when you're at the top of your game,
whoa!
You can always shank one.
Happy Gilmore.
Old age comes to us all.
Margaret Qualley.
How are you going to put Vienna through ballet school? It's $75,000 a year. That's 4 years. That's 333
He's got to play golf.
That's terrible math, Johnny. It's 300 grand. I don't even know where to start.
I can see how I fell in love with.
Hey, come on, you got to do it, Dad.
All right, let's go.
Oh, the old car. Yes.
I know
Is that Josh Hutcherson?
And the grandma and the...
What the hell is happening?
Oh, it's magic! Happy Gilmore.
And he's back, too. Jesus.
Is that Bad Bunny?
Yeah, I think it is.
But you bring those. Those always come. All right, that's it. They got a strap if you want to use the strap.
Happy Gilmore. Didn't have to
Feel the flow, Happy. Feel it. Oh.
Check out the name tag.
You're in my world now.
I got you a little something there, Pop.
You can give me a warm glass of shut the hell up.
God.
Everyone is talking about. Come back here. Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
We've been watching you play, Mr. Gilmore. So inspiring.
My dad loved you, man.
Chubbs? That's Chubbs' son.
Give him here. I got some Gorilla Glue.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
The curse of the
family
hand still follows.
Damn.
Okay.
This movie's gonna be like 2.5 hours.
Oh my
big
God,
boy.
Rory.
Rory McIlroy.
It's Eminem.
Eminem.
Oh,
Friggin'
is it?
Eminem.
I missed it.
And that,
And
I
that
think
guy
was
looked like
Post
Mr.
Malone.
Larson. Shooter!
Why would I want to steal the life of somebody who eats pieces of shit for breakfast?
Hey. Not in the cemetery, boys.
Dude, seeing him actually, dude, he wanted no piece of fighting Happy in the first film to see him fighting him because I guess like Happy's older now, so maybe he's not as afraid of him.
He's learned. He's been waiting years for this moment.
Yeah.
Oh
man. Oh man. That was a jam-packed trailer. For
Really
some
was.
reason, I
love what
mean,
you said. It's gonna be too heavy.
it feels like the trailer for a movie, and it's been long enough since the first movie. Obviously, this is a Lega sequel, so like part of me is like, if ever a comedy of this variety wanted to throw its weight around, it would be an opportunity like this one. Not that I am actually expecting that, but this reads like a trailer that is like jam-packed with stuff, and it suggests a movie also jammed-packed with stuff. Andrew Shige.
Hey!
Since we wouldn't let you speak on the last one, take it away on this one.
What are you talking about? I was talking the whole time just out there.
That's right. You told us what to say.
The very first film is very near and dear to my heart. I've seen it countless times. It's a very it's a hysterical film. It's a very simplistic story. This guy's got to get into a sport he does not like to help his grandma out. It seems like we're hitting around that same beat. He's got to help his children out with college, so that's why he gets back into it. But he's way past his prime, so it looks like again we're going to stick with simplicity there. So in regards to that, cool. That sounds good. And we're going to be hitting a lot of the beats in regards to references and Easter eggs, as we saw Chubbs' son. We saw a guy that looks like Mr. Larson. I know that actor, God rest his soul, passed away in real life. The actor,
big guy?
Yeah. And then Carl Weathers, of course, passed away. I also just read recently, Adam Sandler just posted that. What's up, Jeremy Johns? I saw Adam Sandler just posted recently, too, the alligator from the first film. Just passed away. He just posted it. Yeah, in real life, he just passed away. Yeah, so but it's cool to see so many people back from the first film.
Oh yeah,
I'm trying to find Eminem.
I'm trying to find the other guy.
I did see in one shot. I know she usually pops up, but Adam Sandler's real wife was somewhere in one of the shots.
Oh
too,
yeah,
but,
that meme keeps going around of like Adam Sandler's wife has been in every one of his movies.
Yeah.
Is that black dude who plays Chubb's son Huel from Breaking Bad?
I don't know.
Was it Huel?
I think it is.
That looked like Dan Patrick too.
funny.
So and then seeing the commentator from the first film and Bad Boy Happy Gilmore. And I believe Dennis Dugan, the director of the first film, who played the president of the golf, Doug, he's going to be back, but he's not directing the film, but he's back as a character. So that's going to be cool. Yeah, a lot of visual references that got me excited, and also again the story beat looks familiar, but as long as I'm laughing really loudly and having a good time, that's all I ask. So it's nice to be back in this universe with what made Adam Sandler, so successful.
Yeah.
Truly. Aaron.
Oh man, this looks like a fun time. It looks funny, and it's, we live in a time where legacy sequels don't necessarily live up to the original, and
true that.
What do you mean?
We've seen countless times where they try to bring it back, and it's not necessarily funny. But I will say, I did laugh during this trailer. It looks like fun, and I'm hoping that with them releasing a sequel after all this time, they had a good reason for making it. Because it's on Netflix, so it's not like it's a cash grab. You're not like making money based off your revenue putting this in theaters. You're putting this directly on streaming. So hopefully that is an indicator that they had good reason to make it. That said, it does look like it captures the laughs of the first one, has that nostalgia going on. And I think I saw some heart in there, a little bit of heart to accompany, little sprinkles in of heart. So
is that Travis Kelce?
Yes, it is. Also, I'm
Is
curious.
that Travis Kelce, the guy who just barks?
I think, yeah, he's barking at Bad Bunny.
Again, we know really quickly, and I'm
I was
so
going to say,
sorry.
this is studded with cameos, too.
Yeah,
Really.
I really do remember how much of a temper Happy had in the first film, which is one of the highlights of the film.
What do you mean?
It seems like he's a little bit wiser now that he's got a family and all that, and he's got to like really lower that temperament down. So
he seems like a guy who has, like chilled out. There's Eric Andre in here too.
Yeah.
He seems like a guy who is like chilled out over the years and needs to find that fury again.
Well, I feel like that's also just Adam Sandler, because Adam Sandler in the 90s and early 2000s had that specific brand of like heightened like slapstick over the top kind of thing going, and it feels like as Adam Sandler has grown up as an actor, his comedy and his movies have also grown up with him. He's not doing those same kind of gags he was in the mid 2000s and in the 90s as well. So it seems like, granted, there will be some of that, but it's not to the same degree as it was back then.
It does make me curious because, like, the thing about a movie like this and the kind of comedy that it is that, I think I know how to speak. I think a lot of people are going to be looking for like, let's reference, let's call back, let's, remind us of the movie that so many people love. But my hope for this is that they do lean into the heart that does appear to be on display, because this at least does look like something that is borrowing from, the passage of time. The fact that Adam Sandler is an older guy, that his comedy has maybe not like fully evolved over the years, but he's in a different perspective. He's in a more mature place, hopefully, and I'm rooting for this the same way that the Axel Foley movie wasn't like groundbreaking, but it was a conscientious return to something that did the style of the original one pretty well and had enough of a story to justify doing it again. And it wasn't a story that we've never seen before, but it gave it some heart, and it gave it, again, some sort of hindsight maturity. And not that I am asking for Happy Gilmore to become the bastion of maturity, but this does feel like a kind of nice opportunity for them to make something that's a bit sweeter and a bit more heartfelt, that also has that edgy, raunchy Adam Sandler edge that people have loved for decades now. So I've got hope for this. Adam Sandler's had a long-standing deal with Netflix. Not every one of those movies has been great or has suggested an immense amount of effort went in. But this feels like something that you would want to really pound and fold and make sure that you're really bringing your A game to, because it's, again, one of his beloved comedies that has withstood so much of a test of time, that if they can make something that's even just like pretty decent, I think people will be overjoyed by this.
They're going to flip it on its head. Shooter is going to win the gold jacket this time.
You never know.
I'm calling it.
And two, I mean, again, like I'm excited to see all these people show back up. Kevin Nealon and Ben Stiller and all these different comedic presences. You've got Eric Andre in here. Margaret Qualley pops up at one point. Some various character actors and stuff. And my hope is that this can deliver the madcapness, but with some actual maybe meat on the bone just a little bit, because Sandler, too, he's a good dramatic actor. We've learned this.
He's great at drama, dude. I wish he would do it more, honestly.
Yeah. And I mean, again, this is one of his like all-time classics. So if ever there was a time to show the F up, It is this time, gang. What do you think of Happy Gilmore 2's trailer? Do you think it'll be a hole-in-one, or do you think it will be a bogey, or get lost in a sand trap? Or are you playing mini golf?
It's going to be an eagle, John.
It's going to be an eagle. Be an eagle, baby. Let's move on. We got one more trailer out of Tadum. And it is the one I am the most excited for today, saving the best for last. It's time for a little Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. Let's do it. A 1, a 2, and a 3.
Damn, that's a beautiful sweeping shot. Oh, it's not. Thought we were way out.
Die with me.
Oscar?
There's Oscar Isaac. You've been gone, buddy. I haven't seen you in a minute.
Somehow he came back.
It's fact.
Dang.
So is not.
But
it is all true.
Oh, is that Christoph Waltz?
I gotta see.
I gotta see Pan's Labyrinth and Shape Water. Damn.
Okay. Whoa.
What the hell is that?
Devil made him.
Obviously, it's Frankenstein, but
it's Frankenstein's monster.
You right.
Woo.
Oh, I want to see what it looks like.
Oh, are we on the ship there?
Red eyes.
Whoa.
Right?
An idea took shape in my mind.
He's great casting.
Ooh, oh my God.
Unavoidable. Until it became truth.
Damn, dude, the production design is amazing.
Gorgeous.
Damn.
Whoa,
oh yeah, Mia Goth. Whoa.
Freaky.
That's some Crimson Peak shit. Yeah, dude. Play God.
In seeking life.
It's alive!
Whoa.
I created death.
Dang.
Oh, that noise.
Whoa. Whoa. Frank Wick.
Huh?
Really? Victor.
No, you gotta do it like this.
Victor! Do we know?
That, was
do the
Jacob
Hugh
Elordi
Jackman
his boy?
Hugh Jackman. I was gonna say, is Jacob Elordi?
I don't know. I mean, he's the
I
only
can
guy
see
whose
it.
face I didn't see in this trailer, so I'm gonna
And
imagine.
He's also a giant, so it also makes sense.
Sorry, you guys were doing a reference. What's the reference?
He was referencing Hugh Jackman as
Whenever I hear Victor, I think of Hugh Jackman.
you're thinking of specifically X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Best one there is.
Yep.
You know, I think we can just put a pin in it right there. Leave a like. No,
you're the
this-
most excited. You should go first.
Yeah, man. This is not like it's been a minute. I haven't seen Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio yet, and I definitely got to see Pan's Labyrinth. But I have seen a certain amount of the Del Toro pantheon, and yeah, just the idea of him taking this on is really exciting. And I recently started listening to the book again. And I'd forgotten how much of it is. It's epistolary, something like that. It's told in letters, essentially, and the book begins with you're not even in Victor's perspective. You're in the perspective of this ship's captain who basically finds him out at sea and rescues him and starts to befriend him and becomes privy to his tale of terror, and so. This, I feel like when you see a lot of Frankenstein adaptations, you go straight to like, oh, the castle and the electricity and the Tesla coils and all that stuff. And, obviously this has that, but it also, to me, gave that feeling of, being out on a desolate voyage, coming across some sort of nightmare out in the ice and snow. And, this has all the Guillermo del Toro production value that we've come to expect. I feel like there's a lot more to behold than is hinted at by this trailer. You're in that gallery at one point with all the powdered wig guys, probably some sort of medical scientific gallery of some kind. to establish, him as the Mad Doctor, and then, seeing him preparing his, creation ultimately. Yeah, when you're coming into a story like this, we know a lot of the broadest strokes. This looks like it's going to bring in some of the elements that can be forgotten from the book, which I think is really cool and a nice way to freshen this up. But also, how Guillermo del Toro feels about monsters and monster stories. I have a feeling that this is going to be, I hope, every bit as, dark but heartfelt as Guillermo del Toro's works often are, twisted and yet somehow kind of bittersweet and beautiful in a way. And I liked, there was more action out of the monster than I was expecting.
Agreed.
Even here, the way he grabs that, spear out of the one guy's hands and like flings him over the side of the ship there. I'm curious how it's going to handle that stuff because, it's not like an action story per se. But yeah, this looked really atmospheric and beautiful. Who wants to go
I will
next?
say, really quick, this is Netflix. It's not going to theaters?
Yeah, it's Netflix.
I think it will go to theaters.
Okay, thank God.
I have a feeling that they will play. Netflix, as dedicated as they are to making a future where there aren't theaters, Ted Sarandos, man. I think that Guillermo del Toro would be the kind of filmmaker adamant to want some level of theatrical release, and I have to imagine they will want awards consideration, which means they have to release it somewhere. So at bare minimum, the folks in New York and LA will probably get a chance to see it. Big.
I don't think Pinocchio went to theaters.
Was that a Netflix?
Well,
that was Netflix.
Wow.
Well,
no, it must have done.
Dude.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I could be wrong about maybe it had a small release, but I know it was a Netflix film.
It might not have. Yeah. Anything they want nominated has to at least get a small release. But,
yeah. Well, either way, like John, there are many Del Toro films I have not seen, including the ones you just mentioned. So I would like to, leading up to this one, just to get a little more depth into his filmography.
Oh.
But I've seen Blade 2 and a couple others. Having said that, I love what I saw so far in this. Yes, there were horror elements, obviously, but I like the psychological thriller factor that was put in there in regards to Dr. Frankenstein, or Oscar Isaac's character, rather. I think the possibilities can be endless, just in terms of like the repercussions of what he's going to have to be dealing with before he builds the monster and afterwards. Like, I think that is the thing that struck me the most. Besides the incredible production, actually, we didn't really get to see the monster. It was almost like kind of the Alfred Hitchcockian approach, like covering him up, but then just seeing like the quick moves, which I love. It's great. Don't reveal. But that's the thing I'm most fascinated about, is the character of Oscar Isaac. I want to see what torments him and the dramatic stuff there. And
it's nice to have a Frankenstein where you're excited about Victor Frankenstein,
for sure,
not just the monster.
Yeah, no, exactly. But that was what was, for sure, that's what was grabbing my attention throughout the trailer, was Oscar Isaac. Like, how tormented is this man going to be, like, when he builds the monster, and then, like, again, the consequences of what he's going to have to deal with after the fact. Because I feel like a lot of film, I haven't seen a ton of Frankenstein films, but I feel like that's something we have failed on thus far, have not highlighted, rather. And I really feel like this film is understanding that assignment so far.
Yeah, their quality takes on Victor, but I'm very drawn in by, I feel like Oscar Isaac is tremendous casting. Like, he feels like, not necessarily like what I have imagined when hearing or reading the story, the original Mary Shelley, but like he feels here like a perfect choice.
Yeah,
like he just has that look, that vibe.
For sure. Like, I'm always fascinated by a story of redemption, seeing the error of your ways. And yeah, no, I think, yeah, I'm curious if that's where we're going to go with this film. Either way, it looks great.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I haven't seen too many Frankenstein adaptations, but I just know Frankenstein through cultural osmosis.
I Frankenstein is pretty much the only one you need to see.
Aaron Eckhart?
That's the one, yeah.
Then they have a Victor Frankenstein movie come out. It was
They
like
Daniel
Radcliffe and I think James McAvoy.
I never saw
I never saw that one.
Yeah.
Was that one not good?
Those are the two you should watch, and no other two. Maybe the Robert De Niro one, but
Is
those
the Robert De Niro one?
I think that one's kind of underrated. There's one called Mary Shelley's Frankenstein from around the time they did Bram Stoker's Dracula, which has De Niro as the monster. I think Kenneth Branagh might be Victor Frankenstein in that one.
Shoot.
It's
Okay.
there's stuff to it. It's not well renowned as a perfect movie, but I think it has its apologists, I would say.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to see Guillermo del Toro's take on it. I think some of the stuff you guys were saying, I feel similarly about the fact that this is a movie that is heavily focused on Victor Frankenstein more so than it is the monster. Then we get a little bit of a glimpse at the end there. I'm excited for Oscar Isaac. I missed seeing him on my screen.
Yeah.
We don't get a lot of Oscar Isaac these days, nor Daniel Kaluuya. But I'm happy we're getting one of them.
He's working on Barney with Ayo Edebiri.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
He's been trying to make this Barney movie, and I just heard today that she is working on the script.
What the hell? Is
He's
he
been doing
directing
it?
it?
A24. I think he might be.
What the
He's
hell?
at least he's shepherding a Barney project.
should
I'm not
react
lying
to it
to
when it
you.
comes out.
I am not lying to you. Daniel Kaluuya is out here.
He's cooking, I guess.
He's cooking for Barney.
I don't know what kind of Barney movie
He's
movie
on
we're
that
gonna
PBS tip.
Get. Clearly, I wonder if it's gonna be like one of those
Very
subversive
big thing
Barney
in his
movies.
childhood.
Is this gonna be the Barbie movie to Barney?
Dude, Barnbenheimer. Barnenheimer. Barneyheimer.
I love you, Bomb.
I like that.
Oh no! How I learned to stop worrying and love the bomb. Oh god!
But to wrap up my thoughts, I don't have a ton. I think it's exciting. I love Guillermo del Toro as a director. I'm excited to see the practical flourishes that he leans on in this movie. I know that there are some CGI elements. I'm excited to see just his the exciting, horrific brain on display of Guillermo del Toro that we know him to have with stuff like The Shape of Water, and then obviously the Hellboy movies.
Oh, Hellboy, right?
Yeah, I'm excited to see how
Blade
he
2.
evolves as a director in this newest foray on a classic tale.
Absolute vodka. Well, gang, which of these trailers did you like the most? Are you excited for
Stranger
GDT's?
Things 5.
Absolutely. Andrew cannot shut up about Stranger Things 5. GDT's Frankenstein, Happy Gilmore 2, Alien Earth, Wicked for Good. What tickled your pickle the most? Thanks for joining us on another trailer react-a-thon, and we'll catch you the next time some sharp ads come our way.
Boom
Much
and
love.
pow.